In an unusual and direct statement, Russian President Vladimir Putin addressed the ongoing accusations of Russian interference in the upcoming U.S. presidential elections. In a notable move, he made an unprecedented endorsement, revealing that Kamala Harris is Russia's preferred candidate for the Oval Office.
That if we can name a favorite candidate, it used to be Joe Biden, but now he is not participating in the election campaign, and he recommended all his allies to support Ms. Harris. So that is what we are going to do. So it was, well, he said that we should, that is why we should also do that.
With his signature wry humor, Putin went beyond diplomatic norms by commenting on Kamala Harris's laughter, a topic that has already sparked significant discussion across the internet's viral sections.
Her laugh is so fascinating. It means that everything is good, and if everything is good, it means that, for instance, if we're speaking about Joe Biden, there are so many sanctions against Russia introduced, and if everything is good with Ms. Harris, maybe she'll refrain herself from such measures.
What adds another layer of intrigue is that Putin's praise for Harris and his remark about her laughter come at a time when his prominent supporter, former U.S. President Donald Trump, has been mocking Harris for the same trait.
For nearly 4 years, Kamala has crackled as the American economy has burned. What happened to her laugh? I haven't heard that laugh in about a week. That's why they keep her off the stage. That's why she's disappeared. That's the laugh of a crazy person, I will tell you, if you haven't known it. It's a crazy. She's crazy.
As the U.S. government continues to levy accusations of electoral meddling against Russia, Putin's comments seek to cast doubt on these allegations while aligning himself with an unexpected figure in the American political landscape. This comes amid a larger backdrop of escalating tensions between the two nations, particularly as the Biden administration ramps up its efforts to confront alleged Russian influence. Following Putin's remarks, Russia's ambassador to the U.S., Anatoly Antonov, responded to fresh accusations from Washington of Moscow's involvement in spreading disinformation. In a press conference, Antonov expressed frustration over what he called yet another attack on the Russian Federation.
The administration has made another attack against the Russian Federation. This confirms the Russophobic policy that is unlikely to change in the future. It seems that Democrats want to shift part of the blame for their failures in the electoral battle onto Russia. To justify their actions, they are using lies and trying to discredit Russian media, which provides a small breath of real truth about American politics.
Antonov also pointed to the recent FBI raids on American political analysts D. Sims and S. Ritter, as well as searches conducted on Russians residing in the U.S. He called these actions reckless and part of a broader witch hunt against dissent.
The goal is clear: to cleanse the information space of inconvenient truths and heighten the atmosphere of Russophobia, blaming external factors for their own failures. This time, the target is the media group Russia Today and its subsidiaries.
Antonov stressed that Russia has no intention of interfering in the U.S. elections, reaffirming Moscow's position.
We have never interfered in the internal affairs of the U.S. and have no intention of doing so in the future. We categorically reject the false accusations against Russian information structures and demand the cancellation of the administrative restrictions imposed on our journalists in America.
Despite these declarations from the Kremlin, U.S. officials remain undeterred in their stance against Russian influence efforts. The Department of Justice, alongside the State and Treasury Departments, announced a coordinated effort to target Russian media entities they claim are actively working to interfere in the U.S. election. Attorney General Merrick Garland specifically accused Russia Today, RT, of orchestrating a disinformation campaign aimed at manipulating the American electorate.
In the wake of Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, RT, which was then known as Russia Today, was dropped by its American distributors. The company ceased its formal operations in the United States, and the European Union, the UK, and Canada banned RT's broadcasting. But as RT itself has boasted, the government of Russia continued to use RT to direct disinformation and propaganda. In the wake of Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine, RT's editor-in-chief said the company had built, quote, an entire empire of covert projects designed to shape public opinion in Western audiences.
Among the most high-profile actions taken by the U.S. was the sanctioning of Margarita Simonian, RT's editor-in-chief, who was named as one of 10 individuals accused of undermining trust in American institutions. RT has denied these allegations, sarcastically dismissing the U.S. government's claims with a statement. 2016 called, and it wants its cliches back.
That if we can name a favorite candidate, it used to be Joe Biden, but now he is not participating in the election campaign, and he recommended all his allies to support Ms. Harris. So that is what we are going to do. So it was, well, he said that we should, that is why we should also do that. Well, her laugh, she's laughing, her laugh is so fascinating. It means that everything is good, and if everything is good, it means that, for instance, if we're speaking about Joe Biden, there are so many sanctions against Russia introduced, and if everything is good with Ms. Harris, maybe she'll refrain herself from such measures, or maybe she'll change them. So in the end, it will be the choice of the US people, and we will respect this choice.